Welcome to this episode of the Willingdon on Mission podcast. My name is John, one of the pastors at Willingdon Church, and today we've got the opportunity to have an interview with Jaimee. Jaimee, welcome to this episode.
Hi.
This is the second episode of a 4-episode series of podcasts with Jaimee, where we get to know a little bit more about who you are and what your ministry is. I just wanted to say, for those of you who are listening, and if you listened last week and heard Jaimee say, hey, you might know some of my family, you might know some of her family at Willingdon. Pastor Jono, who runs our kids ministry, is Jaimee's brother. And so just thought I'd make that family connection. And so, Jaimee, can you, in this conversation, just tell us a little bit about your ministry with YWAM and what do you do? How do you invest your days? Just give us a glimpse of what your life is like.
Yeah, I would love to. So I serve with YWAM Paris Connect. So like right outside in a suburb of Paris called Aubervilliers. And it's a high density, low population neighborhood, has a reputation of being like the ghetto of Paris. And so a lot of North Africans, a lot of there's over 116 different cultures here, and it doesn't quite feel like Paris where we are, but really cool how God led us here. And so on a daily basis, I'm serving on campus. And so we have worship. Every day starts with worship or prayer because it's always in that place where we get to hear more of what's on God's heart and how we can better serve and better connect, better reach the people He's called us to reach. Personally, in recent days, it's looked a bit twofold for me. Yes, we're located in Paris, France, but also very much Middle East. So I feel like there's like two ways that God has given me vision in this time that I kind of focus my time. And that is like local youth church activation, where it's like, I think everywhere globally, it's like, it's not just, okay, me and God, but okay, like God through, God everywhere, God, Jesus is being proclaimed every day, both personally, but like for your friends, for your communities. And so right now, a lot of focus on activation of youth, but as well churches. And so it looks like a lot of connections with pastors, with youth groups, speaking, but also a lot of training. Discerning the voice of God, walking in step with Holy Spirit, but as well, like, okay, let's go learn how to evangelize. Let's like how to share your faith. A lot of it is like street kind of preaching, like with strangers, but also like, okay, how to do that normally. And so do a lot of workshops with that, with local churches, but as well, like kind of do some traveling within France and connections as well with artists and other associations because it's so powerful. Like really, these past couple years, we've seen so much movement, incredible unity in the church here. Or actually, like there's this hunger. It's like actually we cannot remain within our walls. We cannot remain content, just being church within church, but actually we need to share. We need to overflow. We need to build the kingdom, and it's been so encouraging to be part of. So that's like one facet of what I work on. So a lot of connections, but also a lot of organization. So planning these things, organizing these things, events, 1-day events or 3-day events, training, kind of festival type things. Also, like I'll share a bit more later, our summer outreach is intensive 2-3 weeks of okay, every day training, afternoons we go out, evenings we go out. And also helping other people being able to do that, other associations and other churches being able to do that as well in their cities or their churches or their neighborhoods. So it's a lot of activation in these days, and it's really, really exciting to be part of.
Hmm. Awesome. Awesome. So next episode, we're going to hear about the specific short-term mission thing that you'll be hosting in July and August during the Olympics. So we'll save that for later. Do you have a specific role title in your base in YWAM?
Um, that's a bit tricky. I've been trying to see how that could be defined, but currently I am one of our local ministry leaders. Um, yes, I think
Yeah.
that's the
Okay.
best definition that we have
Sure. Local ministry.
now.
Yeah. It's good. Good. Well, thank you for that glimpse. So YWAM has this model, just for those of you who are listening, if you're not aware, where there's a base usually, and then people will come for a season of training, and then they'll head out to some other part of the world to do outreach for a season as well, and then usually come back for a little bit of a debrief, and then be done. So Jaimee gets to be a part of seeing many people come through, right? And discipling them along the way as they step into mission assignments and hopefully a missional life. So yeah, I imagine that it's a deep honor to be a part of that.
It really is. It really is. And people come in and leave and just see their heart for what's next, like grow and step into their people are always walking even more and more into their calling, but to see them come alive and realize that it's such a privilege. So
Yeah, yeah, awesome, good. Well, thank you. We'll end this episode here. Thanks for those of you who are listening and watching, and we invite you to join us next week for episode 3. If you didn't catch episode 1, go back and listen to that. And God bless you all. Thank you.